guys, Kathy Richards, RD, hopping on. So I thought it might be helpful to do a thought reframe in action. So if you followed me for a while, you might notice that I try to put a positive spin on things. But I also work a lot with my clients coming from an intuitive eating approach in allowing them to have their feelings and sit with them. So the other day I did a live training on allowing my client to record like her oops around food, but then finishing it off with the statement, but I'm still enough and deserve love no matter what, right? So it's how we phrase things. So I wanted to show you how I'm working the thought reframing myself today in response to a situation that maybe I wasn't feeling too happy about yesterday. So I'll give you the context. It's my holiday weekend with my kids. It's Thanksgiving in Canada. So on the even years, I technically get the kids. This year there's the PD day, so they don't have school today. It's Friday. So normally on a transfer day from their dad's house, I would get them at 3:40. So I'd pick them up after school, even though it's technically his day to start the holiday weekend. So trying to be nice and give a bit of time for him to share with them, I said, oh, I'll pick them up on Saturday morning. So he took that as an invitation to assume where I was going to travel with the kids for the weekend and drive them in the exact opposite direction that I was planning to drive them in and make me pick them up 4 hours out of my way. So that is frustrating. Yesterday, huge miscommunication day. I said, no, you can't take them out of school, pick them up Friday morning, thinking like, you're going to see that this isn't best for the kids to drag them around, me pick them up tired. Anyways, all that to say that didn't happen. So I've been working all day on a reframe. So I was going to travel ahead of time to visit my best friend. But because of the situation that happened yesterday, there was a miscommunication. I didn't take the kids to school. And anyways, he called me when I was in a staff meeting. So I hung up and I didn't really hear everything that he was saying. So not my error, but he doesn't own it. So all that to say, everything got muffled yesterday, which affected my energy. And it means today I don't feel like I can travel. I feel like I'm tired. So how am I reframing it? I'm reframing it to think, like, I love driving early in the morning. It's going to be beautiful in the morning tomorrow to see the trees changing. I love a good drive to listen to an audiobook. So I'm going to take the opportunity to change the focus and change the feeling. I'm not going to make my feelings wrong. I feel frustrated, but that's fine. I can own that feeling. I can feel frustrated. It's not going to change the outcome. These situations with this individual are going to keep happening because that's how they function. So I can't change the fact that they're never going to take into account adding 4 hours of drive to me when I have post-concussion syndrome is not ideal. Adding, quick visit for the kids when they're not going to get enough sleep is not ideal. And they were upset and didn't want to go. Not because they didn't want to see their family, because they knew that it was too much. We'd already decided as a family, me and the kids decide things together, and I think that's super important. We had decided as a family, instead of driving 10 hours to visit our grandpa, that we're going to go to a different place we've never been and visit him there and make our drive 4 hours. We had so much talk about that and how that was going to give us more space in our weekend and make us less tired. And then that driving, it's like we took it away and it got added back in. So reframing, I'm going to pick the best audiobook that I can, listen to it on my drive tomorrow. I'm going to get a good rest. I'm going to have time in my house to get stuff organized, get packed, not feel rushed and not have to leave like right now when traffic's probably going to be busy. And I've since made plans with my best friend for another weekend. So reframing, it doesn't happen like this. It's not like we can tell ourselves like, I feel happy, I feel glorious. Like we can't convince ourselves if we don't feel great that we do. But I can focus on the positives and focus on all those things that I love about having to drive myself. I've been driving once a month for the last 4 months to Kingston every once a month. And really enjoying that time because I could listen to an audiobook, and there's something about that monotony of driving that just lets you just kind of not focus on anything else, right? And you're just in that moment. So it actually helps me with being a lot more present. So all that to say, not an ideal situation, but we can flip most situations to have a good outcome, or at least find something that will bring us joy in the situation, even though overall, maybe that joy is not there. All right, so reframing thoughts, it can happen, and you can use it in lots of different places. So I hope that made sense. If you guys have any questions, reach out. And if you're in Canada, have a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. I hope you enjoy time with your family. I'm heading to Bracebridge for Thanksgiving via Toronto, which is not any direct route from where I live. But I'm also looking forward to seeing the colors and stuff there. So it'll be interesting. And yeah, I'll just have an early start and get some good listening in on my way. Have a great weekend, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.